Hello there, welcome back to Sign and Shed. It's time for a review today of a Metcalfe kit. They are usually pretty good, pretty impressive and simple to build, so we'll see what we got today, but I hope you're all well and staying safe, and if you're in England making the best of the sort of lockdown 2 situation. But yes, without further ado, let's take a look at this kit. This is a Metcalfe kit PN972 in N-scale, obviously, and it's the Pubs and Shops kit. It is a low relief kit, and it reckons it's got some detailing and interiors, which should be interesting. So let's take a look at what's inside the packet. So that looks like the middle building. Looks like we've got a big choice of signs and frontages and so on. I've got a transparent section, obviously with the windows on. Instructions look up to the usual high Metcalfe standards. So you're going to need knife, scissors, steel rule, glue, and a glue applicator, and a cutting mat, some tweezers, and watercolour paints. Although there are other ways of doing the edges, such as felt pens and artists' pastels and so on. But yeah, the instructions do look very clear and well illustrated as per usual. Extra bits. Things like chimney pots, blinds, curtains, so extra detailing bits. The usual Metcalfe ridge tiles. And looks like some base structural former bits. Same again. So have I missed something? Yes. I was going to say, where's the other buildings? Right, that opens out okay. That's more like it. So that's the first building. And that's the one on the right hand side. Okay, let's get building. Now, I don't know if you know about Metcalfe kits, but sometimes, if you're very lucky, you do get the odd Metcalfe kit that builds itself. So let's see. Fun. I hope you enjoyed that. It was fun to make it, although obviously it does make the build rather a lot trickier. And here is the one you saw being built. I'm really pleased with the way these have turned out. Got a nice bit of sort of 3D-ness in as much as the window frames are sort of inset, and we've got a little ledge on there and the chimney cap. The chimney pots are just rolls of strips of coloured paper that you roll up. That was on straight, but at some point it's got knocked. It's going to fall off now, isn't it? Yeah, that's dried like that, so I'll have to take that off and do it again. Those were definitely straight because I spent ages lining those up, but never mind. So as it says on the back of the packet, you can use these independently. So obviously the sides are brick and they are sort of half relief. So that's the end one, and you get a choice of signs, and there's basically two ways to do the signs. The difficult way, like this, where you put a spacer behind and a spacer on top, or a sort of ledge on top, and then you put the sign at an angle like that, or there's just flat signs that you just stick on flat. Also, there are interiors. I think you can see that through the window there. So if you put a bit of lighting, a little LED light in there, I think you'll be able to see the interior quite well, even in N scale, because those windows are quite large at the front. I've gone for the Bradford and Bingley sign. So that one's and they are nice and solid as well. That's worth saying. And the printing is quite, if you get a little splash of water on there, it doesn't make the ink run or anything like that. So very pleased with that one. That one turned out the sort of neatest and was the easiest one to build. Next, I built this one, which is the main one I wanted for the layout. And I did get a bit of glue on the side there, which just kind of almost looks like a bit of weathering effect. That's what I'm claiming anyway. But again, pleased with how that's turned out. And this time, yes, the chimney pots have even stayed straight. The only two tricky bits I'd say with this were, you got this base which is sort of on top of this white bit, which is shaped to accept the doors, and you have to sort of basically wedge something in there or just hold your finger there until the glue's dried, holding the doors at the right angle. Otherwise it causes all sorts of problems. But again, we've gone for the angled sign, and we've got the estate agent interiors, which are just sort of sheets of paper that you fold round, but that gives quite a nice effect. And you can hopefully see the blinds there. They recommend you put a spacer in, so there's actually just above the window here there's a bit of cardboard stuck on, and then the blind goes on top of that, so there's actually a bit of space between the window and the blind. It gives it more of a 3D effect. And although you can only just sort of glimpse there are curtains here as well, the curtains and the blinds, you can just about see it. I'm glad I did it. The second tricky bit is the sort of dormer windows on the roof. A little bit fiddly, but not too bad. They are, as a rule, pretty easy to build, the Metcalfe kits. And finally, a quick look at this one. So we've gone for a pub with obviously a railway theme, and you can see the interior quite nicely there actually. A couple of things went wrong with this. I left it overnight, and when I picked it up there was a bit of card scrap card which had glue on the back that had stuck itself to there, so it ripped all the bricks off so I've just coloured that in for now, and I'll get some brick paper and fix that, or maybe just try and claim it's been repaired again. So this is the corner, the sort of other side of the corner. We've got blinds, those you can see quite nicely, and curtains there, and we've got a sort of walkway through as well, which you could do something with, and a window on the side. The other thing that went wrong was, that's not too bad now, but the door was kind of floating in midair. I'm slightly misaligned something, I think, on the initial wrapping the sort of building frame, building surface rather, around the base, but that doesn't look too bad actually now that steps in at the bottom. So yeah, you can use them individually, or they all sort of line up neatly like so. So there we are, guys. Hope you enjoyed that quick look, build and review of the Metcalfe Low Relief Pub and Shops kit. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe and check out the merchandise, and I'll see you all soon.
Perfect.